When are we going to see him back?
They got a little legal issue. As soon as they get through the courts, they'll set a date, and all we can do is wait. I don't get into that side, you know what I mean? I'm just there when they need me for training.
On the arrest, but I'll just tell you this: Tank is done. Tank is hung him up, shoes off, get the bag, put a plaque up. He's done. Tank is done. Period.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis, the knockout artist who ruled the ring with power and precision, is now under fire from his coach. Calvin Ford claims Tank's hunger is fading, sparking serious concerns about his fighting spirit. Amid all the talk about Tank's focus, his comeback plans are also on pause. Kenny Ellis revealed that legal issues are the main reason no fight date has been set yet. He made it clear that his job is to stay ready for training and wait until the situation is cleared through the courts.
When are we going to see him back?
They got a little legal issue. As soon as they get through the courts, they'll set a date, and all we can do is wait. I don't get into that side, you know what I mean? I'm just there when they need me for training.
After talking about waiting for Tank's next fight, Kenny also spoke about his role as trainer. Some people think Barry Hunter might take over, but Kenny said he doesn't worry about that. He just stays ready to train Tank whenever he's called. Kenny leaves all the other decisions to the team and focuses solely on helping Tank prepare for the fight.
Right, I haven't heard anything. I'm on point when he called me. When he called me, I'm there.
Right.
I don't get caught up in all the other stuff, you know what I mean?
Right.
When he called me and said, let's start camp, I'm there. I let everybody else handle their part.
May I ask you this, will Calvin be the head trainer for the Tank's next fight, or is he still going to work with Hunter?
Who knows what the future holds, but as far as I know, he will be, but anything can happen, you know?
Meanwhile, former world champion Tim Bradley shocked fans with a blunt statement about Gervonta Davis's current state. While avoiding details about Tank's recent legal troubles, Bradley suggested that Davis's heart may no longer be in boxing. He painted a picture of a fighter mentally checked out and chasing big money opportunities outside the ring, signaling a potential end to Tank's boxing career.
Shakur next.
No comment on the arrest, but I'll just tell you this: Tank is done. Tank is hung him up, shoes off, get the bag, put a plaque up. He's done. Tank is done. Period.
When you say done, you mean like not fighting anymore?
Tank is checked out mentally. Tank is gone mentally. Tank looking for the big bag. For the big bag of Jake Paul, Pacquiao, something so like, and he's looking to, hey, I'll see you later. Tank is standing, he's not gonna fight Shakur Stevenson at all. At all.
Bradley went further, claiming that Tank will avoid high-profile fights like Shakur Stevenson, regardless of the money involved. He warned that if Tank steps into the ring mentally distracted, even a former legend like Manny Pacquiao could defeat him. According to Bradley, outside problems and a desire for a different life are draining Tank's passion, pushing him closer to retirement than ever before.
I don't care how much money Turkey offer, give them 4 Lamborghinis, whatever. Tank ain't taking that fight. And I know all y'all Tank fans gonna come at y'all, you don't know, you gonna see. I'm telling you. And if he get in that ring and he ain't up here, if he ain't all the way focused, bro, he gonna get beat by Manny Pacquiao. Yeah, if they gonna do it. He gonna get beat by Manny Pacquiao if he ain't all the way focused in the ring, bro. Seriously. So that's my take on Tank, man. I think he's done. It's the issues outside the ring. It's the fact that he wants to change and he wants to, you know, he has a lot on his mind that he wants to do. And he's kind of sick of the sport of boxing. So
furthermore, Bradley didn't stop at criticizing Tank's mindset. He also offered advice to other fighters who might be waiting for a chance to fight Davis. Bradley spoke directly about Lamont Roach, urging him not to waste time waiting for Tank's return. Instead, he encouraged Roach to pursue bigger opportunities and maintain his momentum, believing that Tank is too distracted to commit to serious fights right now.
If I'm so Lamont Roach, bro, I'm keeping my momentum, bro. Forget about all of that. I'm at peace. You ain't ready, son. It's all good. You handle your business, you do what you do, but hey, I need that money. I need that gravy. I need that opportunity, you know? And I should have been, honest to God, truth, I should have been the champion right now. However, I'll let you have that. That's fine, but I'm moving on to something bigger and better, you know? So yeah, Shakur Stevenson fight. I don't care who it is, but somebody in the top 10 or another champion at 135 pounds or even at 130 at 130 pounds. Absolutely. Don't be sitting there waiting on Tank. Don't wait on that.
10.
Adding to the conversation, Lamont Roach shared his thoughts on Tank Davis's current situation. Roach hinted that Tank's team has not reached out to confirm any fight plans, which makes him believe Tank is not ready to step back into the ring. Roach explained that he won't sit around waiting for Tank, seeing this as a chance to focus on his opportunities instead.
As of right now, it don't look like Buddy trying to get in that ring right now. I mean, just off the simple fact that they didn't reach out. You know, obviously, like, whoever represents him or whatever the case may be, like, they ain't reach out and say, all right, we still on track for XYZ. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be, if they pushed it back or they didn't or not. So, you know, I mean, again, they can any day, but you know what I'm saying? That's really what's going on. But like I told y'all before, you know what I'm saying? We not sitting around waiting for, bro. Like, at the end of the day.
Furthermore, Andre Ward sat with Lamont Roach to dig deeper into Tank Davis's strengths and weaknesses. Ward pressed Roach about what it's really like to face Tank, asking whether Tank's size and strength stand out. Roach began by pointing out Tank's surprising speed, explosive movements, and knockout timing, which he said make him dangerous inside the ring.
You lock up, is he
He's
strong?
too small.
Yeah.
Too small.
You just said that man too small, bro. Y'all in the same weight class. What was something he was doing in there where you was like, that's nice, that was giving you trouble?
He's a lot faster than people think he is. And he twitchy.
Explosive. Yeah.
He got a good eye. He like, his twitch is, you never know. A lot of his previous knockouts was off that boom. I mean, and they was brutal.
Got a good boxing.
Continuing the discussion, Roach praised Tank's boxing IQ and sharp conditioning, but insisted that Tank's physical size didn't intimidate him. Ward teased Roach about calling Tank too small, reminding him they're in the same weight class. Roach stood firm, saying the size difference feels real to him.
Good
He got
IQ.
a good, yeah, for sure.
Good IQ.
He got a good IQ.
He was in good shape. Did you hear him breathing? He was in good shape. Got you.
I hope he was in good shape. I hope he think he was in good shape. That's all I'm gonna say.
What about his physical strength? Punching power different than physical strength. When you lock up, is he
He's
strong?
too small.
Yeah.
Too small.
You just said that man too small, bro. Y'all in the same weight class.
That's a new weight class for
moved up.
me. A new weight class for me.
On the other side, Tank Davis recently opened up about why certain matchups haven't happened yet. He mentioned that many top names already had scheduled fights. Tank also aimed at Teofimo Lopez, calling out the disrespectful remarks made towards him, and making it clear that personal respect plays a big role in who he chooses to fight.
People. I think a lot of people was, they had a scheduled fight. For sure they had a scheduled fight coming up. And another thing with the Teofimo nigga, he kept saying all this wild shit like monkey this, monkey that, and like he disrespected me as a man, so that's another reason why I wouldn't give him a fight for sure. But I would fight him, like, you know, so I don't know, it just, the other guys was definitely had a fight coming up, so it was like who I can really fight, you feel me, and he was the one that was calling. Wow.
Tank then spoke about showing respect during press conferences. While he admitted that some fighters deserve credit for their skills, he emphasized that respect ends on fight night. According to Tank, once he steps into the ring, it's all about dominance and proving the levels between him and his opponent.
If I'm not mistaken, he was calling, saying that he wanted to fight, and it's like, why not help him, you know?
Yeah.
Help his situation. So.
And I like that, right? But during these press conferences, you give him a lot of respect. Like, is this to sell a fight, or is it like to really believe it?
Nah, I mean,
like really though,
because the only reason why, because he is good. Like, don't get me wrong, but come on, like I mean, he's good, but when it comes to fight night, like, it's gonna be a whole different beast. Like,
that's what we thinking.
It's not gonna be no respect. Hell no.
But in the press conference, you give him respect. Like, nah, he's a tough fighter. I'm like, Tank, you don't even believe this shit.
No, he is a tough fighter though.
For sure.
Moving on, Fannin International Boxing Channel recently shared his take on the ongoing confusion surrounding Gervonta Davis's next opponent. He addressed rumors of a canceled Lamont Roach fight, pointing out that no official fight announcement was ever made. Fannin explained that until a bout is confirmed and then called off, it can't be considered a cancellation.
So you have to tie it to Gervonta Davis and Gervonta Davis not fighting Lamont Roach. Because if he's going to be fighting Manny Pacquiao next, clearly he's not going to do the Lamont Roach rematch. Now, people say, well, guess the rematch has been canceled with Lamont Roach. If you really pay a close enough attention to the PBC, you'll see that they have not announced a fight with Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach yet. So therefore, there's no way that that fight could have been canceled. If they announce the fight and then they somehow find a way to back out of it, then I could say, okay, it's safe to assume that they canceled it. As of right now, though, I bet that that fight between Lamont and Gervonta Davis is going to take place. Gervonta had a run-in with some drama with his girlfriend.
Furthermore, Fannin believes the Davis versus Roach fight is still on track despite delays. He linked the holdup to Tank's legal issues, suggesting that the bout has simply been pushed back. He also dismissed rumors that Lamont Roach would move up to 140 pounds to face Isaac Cruz, calling such claims unrealistic.
Had a run-in with some drama with his girlfriend, and I do believe he's got 7 more days before he has a hearing related to that. So probably the fight just got pushed back because he keeps running into a lot of different problems in the lead into the fight. But the truth of the matter is that Lamont Roach is not going to be jumping up to 140 pounds to fight Isaac Cruz for no title. I don't believe that. But hey, let's create an entire scenario to justify the need for the PBC to do something other than what they're doing.
In his final remarks, Fannin criticized fans for creating wild scenarios instead of waiting for official announcements. He urged PBC to stay patient and focus on building strong fight cards when they're ready. He also doubted the possibility of a Davis versus Pacquiao fight, calling it a pipe dream, unlikely to happen.
Other than what they're doing. My personal take is the PBC just needs to take their time, announce the Gervonta Davis fight card when that fight card is ready to go. No need for any extra tricks and stuff. Mario Barrios and Manny Pacquiao can fight again in November, and that could be another big pay-per-view for the PBC, because there was a close fight. And the rematch might actually be more anticipated than the original fight was, and it could do very well. But you know, the fact of the matter is, dog, Gervonta Davis and Manny Pacquiao, that's a pipe dream. More than likely not going to happen. And I would be more believing of Gervonta Davis fighting.
Furthermore, Sean Porter recently weighed in on the topic of future matchups for Gervonta Davis. When asked if Davis wants to face certain top opponents, Porter kept his response cautious and measured. He emphasized the importance of taking things step by step, suggesting that fight plans will become clearer only after the upcoming bouts are settled.
I absolutely love that fight. Tank got business to deal with Lamont. Ain't no telling he gonna actually win that one, man. That's a great fight too.
Adding on, Coach Bredman didn't hold back when discussing the rescheduling of Gervonta Davis versus Lamont Roach. He began by analyzing potential matchups, pointing out that Lomachenko's size and age make him a more balanced opponent compared to fighters like Tank Davis or Shakur Stevenson. Bredman made it clear he respects Lomachenko but views Tank's youth and skills as a much greater challenge.
Why? I'm gonna tell you why. Because Lomachenko's a little bit older, and he's smaller, and Manny won't have to deal with so much range. You know what I'm saying? And Lomachenko's a good fight for him. I'm not calling him out. I love Lomachenko. I respect him. But that's a little bit more of a fair fight than a Tank or Shakur. I don't think Manny could beat Tank or Shakur. Now, don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying that those are kind of fights that I think he's crazy enough to take. I think Tank could knock Manny out.
He shifted the conversation to Manny Pacquiao, explaining that while Manny's experience is unmatched, his age and size give Tank a major advantage. Bredman firmly believes Tank would stop Pacquiao, but warned that Tank must stay sharp, use his timing, and not underestimate Manny's explosive style or relentless confidence.
I think Tank could knock Manny out. I do. I think Tank too sharp, too young. Tank's only 30. Manny's 46. So I think Tank would beat him. But Tank got to be on his A game because Tank don't got an elite jab. And Tank not going to be able to keep Manny at a certain distance. They're about the same height. Manny might be bigger than Tank. I do think Tank could beat him, but he got to be on his A game. You know what I mean? He got to be on his A game because one thing Manny Pacquiao don't lack is confidence.
Bredman wrapped up by praising Tank as a generational talent, but voiced disappointment over the allegedly canceled Lamont Roach rematch. He wanted to see how Tank would respond to one of his toughest fights by running it back and proving his dominance. According to Bredman, moments like this define how great a fighter truly is.
He's crazy. He's not a tough guy. He don't talk shit, but he's like really crazy. He don't care about fighting. So I would like to see what Tank's confidence is at, man. You know what I mean? The Lamont Roach rematch not happening is kind of disappointing. The guy give you your toughest fight and get you a draw, and then they don't fight again. I don't know whose fault it was, but I wanted to see. I rate Tank so highly as a fighter, and I think so highly of him. I think we watching a great fighter, and I think so highly of him. I wanted to see how he responded to that and see if he could go out. And you know how, like, a guy give you a tough night and then you say, okay, I'll run it back and I'm going to take care of business. I wanted to see if he was going to be able to do that and see what level he is at.
After analyzing the fighters individually, Smith turned his focus to the rematch everyone's talking about. He expects the second fight to surpass the first in intensity, describing the initial bout as already crazy and unforgettable. Smith believes both fighters will push themselves to the limit, creating a fight of the year contender. His excitement was clear as he expressed hope of being part of the event.
Yeah, really intense. You know, I mean, I feel like they both gonna be going harder than they did in the first fight. And the first fight was intense. The first fight was crazy. So I know the second fight, I know they both gonna be fighter of the year contenders. I can say that. And it's gonna be a great fight between both. I can't wait to watch. Hopefully I get on that card, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's gonna be a great fight. I can't wait to see it.
I know, Furthermore, rapper Benny the Butcher, known for his sharp opinions outside the studio, recently weighed in on Gervonta Tank Davis. He admitted being unsettled after seeing Tank's tweet about not wanting the crown, questioning whether Tank's hunger and drive remain the same after recent events.
Tweet today that Tank Davis said, y'all can have the crown, he don't want it. That scared me a little bit. I'm a big Tank fan, you know what I'm saying? That scared me a little bit. We got the fire in his stomach after what happened, but I'm going Tank. I believe he the best at it. I wonder if he's still hungry though, you know what I'm saying? I'm going Tank.
The conversation surrounding Gervonta Tank Davis's future has become one of the hottest topics in boxing. His coach's recent comments about Tank's fading hunger have added fuel to the fire, while Tim Bradley's harsh claim that Tank may be mentally checked out has left fans concerned. Rapper Benny the Butcher, a self-proclaimed Tank supporter, also admitted being unsettled by Tank's recent statements, wondering if his desire to dominate the sport is slipping. Despite all these doubts, many believe Tank's raw talent, devastating power, and sharp fight IQ still set him apart from everyone else in the lightweight division. His past performances have shown that even under pressure, he can deliver highlight reel knockouts that silence critics. As speculation swirls about his next fight and legal troubles, the spotlight remains firmly on Tank to see whether he will rise above the noise and remind the world why he's a superstar. What do you think? Is Tank still the same killer in the ring, or has his fire truly faded? Drop your thoughts in the comments.